And right now, yeah, just looking at that scoreboard, definitely seeing a lot of familiar names right now. And even though we haven't seen too much of them throughout the regular season, I'm excited to cast their matches now. And nice snipe by Treble right there. 4 down for Graphite, and that sets the tone for the series.
From the names I recognize Dilly Donut. I recognize Tira Snipes, and Chocolate. I'm sorry, Tyra, as I'm being corrected by production. My apologies for mispronouncing your name, Tyra. But Tyra and Chocolate both recognize them, and Ghoul-tastic, or Ghoul-static, goodness, excuse me. Trying to get the snipe there. First Minion, though, getting a flag run most of the way. Dilly Donut also on mouse and keyboard. I don't remember that. Oh my word. Oh my word. Look at this dude.
Definitely not dropping a donut in this match.
Definitely,
3,
definitely
2,
not.
and 1 right now with the pistol in hand, gets another slay, and now First Minion. Did you see the record
Flag
for
run?
these
Yes,
teams?
I did see the
Or at
record. I did see the flag run. Which,
tell me about both. Tell me about both.
The flag run was started by a member of First Minion. They got it to Graphite's pillars, and player running ended up dying, but First Minion on the back of Dilly Donut's insane snipes there was able to get the touch again and run it in for the flag cap. As far as the records for these two teams, First Minion is 6-1, whereas Graphite is 2-5. Now this does not mean that Graphite has no chance, and First Minion would be kind of foolish to dismiss them. But good gracious, they are in for it. This First Minion squad. They have that 6-1 record for a reason. It's not just because they're all wonderful people.
Yeah, 6-1 in Champions is no.
I mean, they very much are, to be clear, but
I hear you.
There's a little bit more to it.
Right now, Dilly Donut getting taken out with their life right there. And right now, I'm just trying to get a hold of the situations that are happening right now. I feel like it's just been a very fast-paced map, and right now, with 9 minutes left, the score being 1-0, see everybody just kind of a little timid in giving that next death, but Tyra gets the slay onto the donut, and right now it's just chaos, chaos, chaos with snipers coming up fairly soon, and they are up right now. Look for a body shot or a nice play. Hopefully someone's been practicing their octagons, but nothing just yet.
I feel like so many of these players in this match are all playing mouse and keyboard, and it kind of just blows my mind as someone who came up from like tube TVs and original Xboxes, who still plays a lot of that, and just, I don't know, I play other games mouse and keyboard. I can't get used to Halo with mouse and keyboard. It just,
I hear that.
It does not compute for me. I will always be a controller kid for this. This is the future, production says in my ear. It's like, again, thank you for making me feel old. My gray hairs continue to multiply.
I think I'll know I hit Unk status when I look at someone using a mouse and keyboard, and I break out my Xbox controller, and I'm like, let me tell you about this thing. But right now, the snipe from Graphite leading for a nice OS grab. I know we're having our fun in games, but I do want to give Graphite respect because they are a massive underdog, and they do deserve us to give them their flowers when they start to pop off and create space on the map against a fierce opponent.
That they do. And just to continue on that topic, I feel like my kid's gonna be like, Daddy, what's this? They're holding for dear life onto my tube TV. I'm like, don't drop it!
They're emoting on Fortnite and you're still on Halo trying to put in the eye drops. Oh man, I want to get a modded Xbox and everything. I'm excited to see what y'all are.
Yeah, while we're yapping, because apparently everything happens while we yap, and only while we yap. First Minion runs in the flag number 2. They are one cap away from taking this game number 1, and Dilly Donut, he's trying to support his teammate. Looks like Tribal in Graphite's base, but fortunately does not succeed, gets taken down. Mafa 12-155. Good gracious, what a tag.
Yeah, and I do want to mention, you know, as I was kind of laughing, we did see Graphite unable to get that flag cap in. I did want to give them the flowers there, but unfortunately I have to yank it away as they go down 4 members and say you had an opportunity against First Minion and you kind of squandered it. So it's going to be tough to get any sort of opportunity against the team in blue right now. I don't say that to be mean. I'm just saying that just because that's the reality of the situation. We're in playoffs, playing for your life right now, and that M&K is sickening. Oh my lord, that definitely is
All
something
down for Graphite.
keep
This is
in mind.
more than likely
Yeah.
all she wrote for this game number 1 as Tribal runs the flag in, looks at the floor because, hey, can't see your feet while you're doing it, so you may as well take a look at the floor now. Oh, and
There we go.
he's
There we
he's
go.
rubbing
Predictions left and right today. Let's see it from Graphite. Definitely excited to see if the team in red can make our caster
goodness,
right. But it is just crazy seeing the sets right now with the M&K. That is a great observation. Feels like I'm watching
the mouse and keyboard's
Naruto.
making me a touch dizzy, honestly.
Oh my
But
lord.
Ghoul Tastic here with the overshield for Graphite, or Ghoul Static. Good gracious, maybe I should not have made that second drink, but
we're here. We're
having a wonderful
fun.
time with this overshield, picking up 3 kills for his team, switching on over to his teammate Chocolate. Hoping I have that one right at least.
Definitely.
And now over to Bortbort for Graphite as he pushes up to Pink 2. Put some shots on another player caught out in First Minion's courtyard. Soars in, thrusts in. Good lord, this man is fearless.
Oh, my lord.
As Graphite extends their lead 10-4 now. As Dilly Donut gets caught out in his fridge. Graphite, I think like I said earlier, I think they got a fly on the wall. They're always listening. Always watching Wazowski. Always.
Always watching. Oh my lord, taking me back to some nostalgia with that one. Score is 8-13 with about 10 minutes and a half left, so a minute and a half being played so far. And now Chocolate trying to stay alive. Gets taken out 10-13. It's just chaos on chaos, and First Minion starting to feel the aura of that prediction you just made and said, you know what, we gotta make frenetic. We gotta
make me eat my words, I guess.
living up to the name Curse Breakers right now, and they gotta bring up that curse. So hopefully Graphite can break it right now, whether it be the caster's curse or whichever it may be by Dilly Donut
getting
right
now.
getting ninja. So I'm the one jinxing everybody
no,
right now.
No overshield
Please.
For you, sir.
Please take the mic right now and tell me what you see from this chaotic Slayer on Aquarius that is just unfolding.
I am seeing a ninja that I think you'd only realistically get if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, just to whip around that fast to catch the person's back as they're zooming by you.
Oh, that was clean. That was clean.
It makes my old boomer brain hurt. But here we are with Bort. 20-19 now in favor of First Minion, but this is still very much anybody's game. But I think I don't think we should look at getting a steak dinner tonight. I think the steak dinners were earlier, and now we got to just deal with a winner chicken dinner, which is still pretty tasty.
You're making me hungry right now.
Ira over here for Graphite, putting shots on First Minion, who are trapped in the blue base from top middle. Now she's pushing out into the blue courtyard. Ghoul Static reporting. The whole of Graphite is soaring at First Minion. They said, oh, you're trapped in the base? Well, it looks like you're having a party in there. Let's go join you.
Yeah, right there. I like seeing that 4-star stack being spawned in. Well, it was 3 members up, and they had 1 member on the death screen. They all waited collectively until they had their 4th, and even though that situation doesn't really pay out in the end, the score is still 23-23, 24-23 now. So it was nice game management to just collectively group up for that short instance and see what happens. But now that lead is just 1 kill in favor for the team in blue. 8 minutes left. And just another trade off screen. Just wild exchanges right now on Aquarius. And Aquarius Slayer might be my favorite. It's my favorite Slayer. Just the
a
badges we're
massacre going
seeing right
on
now. Oh my
at top middle for
lord.
this overshield. Graphite comes out on top, though, as Ghoul Static picks it up. First Minion, though, still in the lead by a slim 1 kill, and they managed to melt down the overshield, get the kill as we hit the halfway point, 30-29 now, in favor of First Minion. And it looks like the player here at Blue Refrigerator is going to eventually go down. There goes Port. There goes Tyra at Pink 1. And Ghoul Static staying alive at Pink 2. Still only a 1 kill game. This could go either way, but I would not have thrown that nade there, to be perfectly honest with you. I would have just kept shooting and gone for the melee. That I don't think was the right play. Very nice from Port getting a crucial kill at Blue Fridge. Still a 1 kill game. This is definitely winnable for either of these teams, but it's just going to come down to like small little execution like that. Like staying alive at crucial times, being able to convert crucial kills. And they really can't afford to actually die right now, either of these teams, as First Minion pulls away with a 40-35 lead. We get into the final stretch here, final 10 kills. Graphite is now trapped in yellow flag. And First Minion is taking advantage. They are soaring in because they smell the blood. They want this game number 2 victory. They don't care that they're not getting a steak dinner. That's okay. Gordon Ramsay cooks a mean steak, but hey, he cooks a mean everything else as well.
That is a good point to make as Bort. That is the most interesting gamer tag in the HRL. I'm just gonna give out that end of year accolade right now to Bort grabbing that OS.
The technical skills here, the movement from Bort, getting that overshield, juking the player top mid who they were fighting to get that, and then picking up 2 separate kills. This goes to show the level of player that you have at this champion division within the Halo Rec League. You would not have seen that at the Challenger division as Bort continues his dominance, picks up another double kill. First Minion still in the lead, but now only by 2. This is definitely winnable, but Bort gets caught out, unfortunately. Just too much going on to stay alive. 48-43, 48-44, as Tyra does her level best to stay alive. Gets hunted down, though. Graphite is officially out of mistakes. 49-45. All comes down to this. They cannot get caught out. They cannot end up in a 1-on-1 that quickly turns into a 3-on-1.
Right now,
there's parts of the internet where you can see that. This is not one. This is not the one where you want to see it.
I see the HCS charms, and I wonder why they're wearing it. Definitely feels like they're at a LAN and a war here. Dilly Donuts POV is the one to start us off. 3 members of the red team in control, and I thought we were going to see a nasty stick. To remind myself, this is not contenders. This is champions. This is a very high caliber player, and with the M&Ks being so abundant in this lobby, it feels like M&K season. They're just ripe right now. Tribal with the shock rifle in hand is about to, give us the click of death, as they say, or as I say, not as they say.
Well, I will say this about the sort of meta setup. I used to be like die hard, I don't like B. B is for squares. Hold down A and C. You have so much more cover to work with. Yes, you do. But that works both ways. If you're holding down A and B, you can control White Tower and Elevator pretty easily. And then the other team, they have the choice of either essentially breaching and clearing and get into A, or they have the choice of trying to fight through C and long haul and try and get batteries, which is way out in the open with not a whole lot of cover for you to work with. So I understand the meta there. the thing you gotta do to make sure you keep that, and I see First Minion doing a really great job, is you don't want to overextend too much to C, because you want to try and keep the R team spawning there. You want to hold down Elevator, you want to hold down Gold, so that you don't have any members of Graphite spawning behind you and, ruining your perfect setup. And then
right there. It's just the BC hold being so effective for the team in blue. Like I
the
said, that's
VC
just
hold came
interesting
out of
strategy.
them.
I was not expecting that.
They didn't
Uh-huh.
quite block the spawns the way they needed to, but they then had the flexibility to say, okay, so they're spawning at A. We'll flip C really quick, and then we'll just come back because they still got to get B.
Yeah, right now, it is just hard for Graphite to get the foothold that they need. If they're not careful, this score can really get out of control, but with AC once again being grabbed, but instead, not for the blue team, it is for the red team now. They don't even get a tick off that. That's how suffocating First Minion are right now, and they finally start to score Graphite after Bort getting a slaying control and clearing out Hydro.
That was a incredibly effective run out of First Minion, getting 121 points pretty well uncontested.
Bort right there. It's
getting
just
our
a nice
perfect
slay
kill.
once again. Yeah.
Managing to reset C. Picks up a second one on Tribal. He's seeing the pings from his teammates. Look over at Gold Pipes. And they're going down. I'm not sure I would have scored out in that way, but this is now Graphite's chance to sort of bring this back. They have that AC hold. And kind of the advantage that I saw with this was just you have a lot more cover to work with. You can trap the R team and Gold, and yeah, they control B, but why do you want B anyway? They gotta come to you no matter what.
Yeah, right there. It's just continued chaos because everybody's just having a hard time really anchoring that map once again. First Minion have really been dominant throughout this series in just that collective work ethic, or not work ethic, but that unison as a team. That's the better terminology to use right there. It's not about them having good work ethic, it's about them just being able to collectively be cohesive and work together rather than just being hard workers per se. The lead is at about 100 points and growing right now as First Minion continues to just make Graphite scramble for just an inch, and it's just tough when you go down 2 members right there, or down 3 for a second. Doesn't get that shot grappled, but we get the idea. Gets the IQ points going with that shot onto the platform, trying to do some damage even if the enemy is not in the line of sight. Right now, the 200-point club is probably gonna send us to a fine, or send us home, excuse me, just because this is our last match potentially, with First Minion hitting the potential 3-0 sweep over Graphite, and it's just domination right now. We talked about a Steaktacular. Someone in chat is mentioned a Steaktacular this series. Right now we're just seeing pure domination, not on the Slayer but in Stronghold. So Frenetic for one final time, or not for one final time, for one of the last couple times. What are you seeing right now, and what is the story of the series that has led us to be in this situation?
Well, I am seeing now Graphite managing to get an AB hold, but First Minion is not making it easy for them, and they're doing their level best to try and get this cab, as Vafa staying alive down there at Elevator, doing his level best. Unfortunately, does not manage to get all the kills that he needs to get. The thing that I'm seeing the most is just First Minion has had a really solid control of the map. They've not given up any easy deaths to Graphite, and they've been consistently able to force them to overextend and over-challenge everything just to try and pick up a couple of quick kills. And this is really just turning into a bit of a shellacking for Graphite at this point. Camouflage in the hand of Strange Rich. This is very quickly approaching a point where Graphite will not be able to
Oof.
make it out as Vafa picks up a stick there on Tyra. Strange Rich picks up Bort. This is the
right
final
now.
10 points. Barring a miracle, this will be First Minion's win.
Yeah, right there.
Graphite in the hill.
Almost
Graphite
over.
is in B. And it looks like they're about to flip it, and they do. They stop the clock.
Clock stopped?
Yep, clock stopped. But First Minion is on C. Looks like there's a second player there as well. And I don't think Ghoul Static is in position. Maybe he is, but doesn't matter because Tyra is on A, and she can win this crucial 1v1. And she does not, sadly. First Minion takes it 3-0. And production, correct me if I'm